Hey guys, Clint here again, former police officer talking about cop stuff and other things. That's what I do now. I'm not going to show you a video, I'm just going to go through a news clip that I came across. Have you noticed the news lies? No, they don't just lie. They really lie. Like, I know you've heard fake news before, but if you actually look into things, it's creepy. I'm on Google, I'm doing some research, and I come across this article from Global News. I'll give you the author. I'm sure she's going to hear about this. I want her to. Beatrice Britniff. If you don't know me by now, I can't pronounce people's names. Beatrice Britniff from Global News. And it caught my attention. Chief Alan Adam arrest. Cameras not enough to solve RCMP systemic racism. Experts say. And I thought to myself, the only reason I clicked on it because it said experts say. Good job. You got me to click on it. And I thought, who are these experts? Obviously, it's police use of force experts, which exist. RCMP use of force experts. Maybe I know some. It has to be. That's what she's talking about. And what are they saying about they're admitting to systemic racism? First of all, I agree that cameras aren't the solution because police aren't the problem. Cameras not enough to solve systemic racism. Well, I gotta know. So I open up the article and I see the experts. One of them name is Lori Campbell. And I'm like, Lori Campbell? I don't give a shit what Lori has to say. I just want to know, what is she an expert in? Well, I'll say this. Okay, Lori says the video is horrific and barbaric. Right, there's that word again, horrific. Horrific meaning terrifying, and the only person that had any right of being terrified was that police officer who pulled over Adam that night. Barbaric. She's talking about police. But his behavior was barbaric. Took a UFC stance and a Taekwondo stance twice. He was combative. He wanted to fight. He called them white bastards. Called them fucking assholes. He called the police fucking assholes. Yeah, that's pretty barbaric.
Sir, don't fucking stop behind us like you're fucking watching us. You're fucking right. You fucking asshole. You and I are gonna have a fucking problem right here, right fucking now. Come on! Cocksuckers, you and I, come on, fucking fucking move down. Don't fuck around! You come to me! Come on! Do it now! Hey! You hate bastard! You fucking prick! Ridiculous fucker! Come on, bring him out here! You tell him we got Chief Allen here! Huh? You son of a bitch! The fuck you going cut me for? Fuck you prick! Go fuck off back here, around you bastard! Fucking home COVID fucking 19 years! Fuck off! Wait, okay? That's fucking right! I guarantee you this is gonna be on the fucking news tomorrow! Chief Allen gonna beat up the LCMP! Sir. Fucking public fucking station! Fuck you, bastard! Did you say him? Stop. Fucking spiritual, bastard!
Anyways, so I do my research. What is she an expert in? Obviously, the article's going to tell me what she's an expert in, right? Right, Global? Right, Beatrice Britniff? What is it? Okay, here it is. She's a director of the Waterloo Student Center. Oh. Well, that can't be right. There's got to be more to it, right? I didn't find anything else. I even went on her Twitter. She must have posted all her Twitter, her defund police, defund police, defund police, defund the police, defund the police, defund the police. Go on it. You'll see it. Defund the police. Defund the police. This is who this reporter grabs for an article and calls him an expert. Maybe I'm the only one that cares about this. Got to be another expert, right? Right? Yeah. She mentions another expert. Sorry, Chad. That's his name. Chad Haggerty. Turns out he's all over these news outlets. What does Chad Haggerty have to say? I wrote it down. Where did I write it? Oh. Cameras may not stop from the terrible things they're going to do. What terrible things? He doesn't say. He's saying that police do terrible things. Did you know the RCMP respond to 2 million calls a year? 99.9% of the time, they don't shoot anybody. They don't grab onto anybody. They don't use their pepper spray, baton, or taser or anything. 99.9% of the time. So what are these terrible things? And what is this expert talking about? How's he an expert? So I Google him. He's a student. He's trying to become a lawyer. He's a student. I'm like, there's got to be more. There's got to be more to that. Isn't there more? So I kept on going. He was a police officer. He worked for the RCMP for 17 years. Yeah. And I thought, is he a use of force expert in the RCMP? No. Well, why would that make him an expert? I kept on reading. It turns out he likes to hurt people. Yeah, he likes to hurt people. In 2011, he pled guilty to assaulting his girlfriend. This is the people that Beatrice is interviewing. Pleads guilty to assaulting his girlfriend. While he assaulted his girlfriend, he was suspended from the RCMP while he did this. The RCMP suspended him for something. 2011. In 2014, guess what? Guess what he pled guilty to again? Domestic violence, assaulting his wife. He was punished 3 years. He was punished. He got 3 years probation and had to take counseling for anger management. He's an expert in domestic violence, is what he's an expert in. That 2014 thing that he pled guilty to, it happened in 2004. It took 10 years for him to plead guilty to that. There's more from this expert. 2004, he was suspended from the RCMP for excessive force. He did excessive force twice in 2001, and they suspended him in 2004. But he says he's been a cop for 17 years. How long were you suspended for, Chad? Beatrice knows this. Global News knows this about this guy. These are their experts. '98, disciplined informally by the RCMP for an off-duty fight. It just keeps on going. Keeps on going and going and going. If you want to interview somebody, Global, why don't you interview somebody like me? I'm not an expert, but I'm going to tell you the truth. And Chad, what are these terrible things? What's your example of systemic racism? Because I see all over the news outlets. You haven't given an example yet. And I don't want to hear about John A. MacDonald, please. Okay? Seems to me that's all you have. This is what the media does. This is what they do. They write this bullshit and they brainwash the viewers. You. CTV, same thing. It's fake. It's wrong. And I'm going to call you out every time you do it because I'm retired and I'm bored. I'm a little mad. Like, I got nothing else to talk about. So when I come across something like that, it's funny when you dig a little what you find, isn't it?